Champ Contender Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Champ Contender Podcast. My name is Joseph J. Jones.
My name is Fabian Collymore.
And we are going to play a little game today. We've asked members of the public, i.e. our friends and family, to write us random questions, and we've called it Public Pub Quiz Questions, double P, double Q. Remember, double P, double Q. So Fabian's got 5 random questions that his friends and family have written. I've got 5 questions that my friends and family have written, random questions. I'm going to pick one from his pile. He's going to pick one from my pile. We're going to read out the questions. We're going to answer the questions the best we can and go from there. So here we go. Random questions. Public pub quiz questions.
I'm never ever going to remember how to say all of that. Public.
Double P, double Q.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
Go on, hit me with it.
What one thing would you bring back from your childhood?
That's a good one.
There's loads of things. Happiness. Right. Well, on that, one thing that made me more happier than ever was opening up a fresh deck of Pokémon cards. So little backstory to that. So I'm dyslexic, and I had trouble learning my times tables and stuff like that. So it was never easy for me learning times tables. My dad took me by the scruff of the neck and was like, "You're learning your times tables, you know, you ain't stupid, boy," and all this sort of thing. So I'd learn my times tables by parrot fashion. So say a number. 4. 1 4 4, 2 4 8, 3 4 12, 4 4 16, 5 4 20, 6 4 24, 7 4 20. Yeah, so I know it. All that. So I know that because my mum and dad forcing it down my neck.
Yeah.
But the reason that I would learn that is because at the end of it, I would get a packet of Pokémon cards.
Okay, so your parents' teachers.
Yeah.
That's what we do with our kids.
Well, Pokemon's back bigger than ever now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it's the same. No, I don't feel like it's the same, cards. And there was just something about the original set, the game and all that. But I would religiously get these Pokemon cards, and I would sell these I would collect these Pokemon cards. I did sell them eventually, which I'll go into. But yeah, just the feeling of opening up a fresh deck of Pokemon cards, because I was just such a collector. As you can see around here.
I was the same with Premier League sticker books. Yeah, I had so many of them. But this is about you. Go.
No, but it was always a thing, wasn't it? Because it was yours and you'd hold it.
Yeah.
And, I remember getting into a fight at school with a kid that was a year older than me. I always remember his name as well. It was like Luke Sims was his name.
Yeah.
And I had all these Pokemon cards, and I was just, trading with my mate.
Yeah.
Just grabbed my Pokemon cards and he just chucked them on the floor, and they went everywhere in the playground.
Yeah.
And he was the big bully, and I was just like, nah. Not him. But yeah, it really frustrated me. Not condoning that. Anyway, I would bring back Pokemon card. Little funny story, actually.
Yeah.
This whole pub is built off of the backbone of Pokemon cards.
No way.
So my whole collection I sold for like about $4,000. So just to even prove it, this is not planned, by the way.
Wait, $4,000.
$4,000 for the original set.
Yeah.
So this pub cost me like $2,500.
Yeah.
And then I would just spend it on more collectible stuff. And actually, do you know what? I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah. So there you go. I was going to get this framed, actually. There you go. The golden trio. That is Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard.
Top.
So I would bring back, do you know what? I would bring back the nostalgia of like collecting cards and, like you say, like football stickers.
Yeah, that was my thing.
But it's the feeling of that.
I used to love the shinies. Shinies. Oh, if I got a shiny, I was like, oh my gosh,
you're
Mum.
buzzing.
Oh, my sister, I'll show them. Like, oh my god,
it's like you found the holy grail.
Yeah.
So whoever wrote that question, I will bring back Pokemon cards.
Okay, we should get the public to write in some questions.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do it.
All right, let me pick a question.
You can probably hear fireworks in the background, by the way. Someone's celebrating.
If you met an alien, what would you answer them?
It's the worst person to ask.
I'm not really an alien fan.
No.
Believer. I don't know.
God, that should have been for me, that one.
Definitely for you, because you'll be...
You got an alien walks in through the door, what are you asking him?
Or her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What are you asking them?
It's a difficult one, because I'm not... Probably, what does the future hold? Are they from the future? Are they from the past? What, I don't know. I don't know where to go with it. What would I answer them? Man, it's a difficult one.
Yeah.
Where?
Let's just say you got...
I don't know.
Well, I would say, like, have you always been here? You know, have you been... Because they say they find, like...
See, this is you. You're going to go off in a tandem now, because I'm not that type of guy. I don't think that far ahead of it. I don't think those things at all about aliens.
You always see the stories that they find these crafts on, like, archaeological digs, and things like that, like Bob Lazar, which is like an amazing...
You sure you didn't write this question?
Yeah, I know. I wish I did. I was like, well, I wish I did. I wish someone else wrote it and I got it in my part. But like, say like Bob Lazar, amazing interview you can watch on Joe Rogan, where he's the guy that got element 115 into our periodic table, and no one knew about that element before Bob Lazar said about it on live TV. They had to put it in the periodic table. It got forced in there because they couldn't deny that they found this element in this spacecraft. And he said he was working on these spacecrafts for, you know, like he was inside of a spacecraft, and he knew the times of when they were flying in the air. Him and his friends would go and watch them. He was sworn under secrecy at this point as well, so he wasn't very good at keeping the secret. But he was like, he said he heard that these things were found on archaeological digs and that they'd been here for thousands of years.
So I want to ask you though, but like, you say these things, are you saying them because you've heard these stories, or do you actually... Have you ever seen anything? Have you ever?
I've seen like ghostly happenings. I've seen ghostly things. Like there's been stuff in this pub. Like actually,
that scared me now,
mate. We've there's ghostly things, but alien things I've never seen. But round the corner, there's a famous UFO abduction case in Averley. So literally down the lanes between Hornchurch and Averley. You can look it up. Look up the Averley UFO abduction case. There was a farmer and his wife driving along the lanes between Hornchurch and Averley, and this green mist just appeared from nowhere.
Yeah. Did you? Sorry. Do you feel like you have to see it to believe it? Because that's how I feel. I understand it, but I think the word of mouth, like a story, or even just telling what's actually happened to you. Like, if you just say that you saw, like, let's just say you saw a friend of yours in this pub and I didn't see them walk in, but you knew for a fact that they were there. They was in here right now. I never saw them. Yeah. But you know it's your truth, right? So what your truth is your evidence. But is it who you believe in?
It's who you believe
this story? Like,
I think,
because I've got some friends that
just yap on. Yeah, but I think it's like the universe is like, how many planets are there that are like, you know, Earth-based planets that are exactly the same as us? Like, there has to be other life. We can't just be the only, you know, we can't be. Like, you think about, I'm going into it now.
See, I'm one of those people, I'm such a skeptic. I'm like,
but say like there's 2% difference between us and a chimpanzee.
Yeah, we spoke about this before.
But imagine the 2% difference between us and them, like what they would have, like what technology they would have, how they would make us forget things, how they'd make us feel stupid, you know, how they'd blank the mind, how they could fly light years, how they could float in the air. There's so much evidence for UFOs, aliens. I just think it's so hard not to believe. But going back to that Averley thing, this farmer and his wife, that's all right, but his farmer and his wife got abducted, and they saw these things, and they had missing time. They had documented missing time, and they were traveling on a journey that should have been like 20 minutes, and they were missing for 3 hours. and they would see these creatures. They would see these beings coming to visit them, and that. Like, it's mind-blowing stuff. But it's not my question.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to influence your thought on it.
You did it before when we had that conversation at lunchtime one day. You did make me think a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
But like, what would you ask an alien? Like, what you can ask them anything, Fabe.
I think, what would the future hold? What does the future hold if they are from the future and
if they know about it?
Yeah, because if they're from like the year 3000, like what have we got to look forward to, or if there is anything to look forward to?
I don't know. Trump's back in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then. So, what would the future hold?
Yeah, I think that's
And then we could change it, or we could try to change it, or.
Yeah.
But then, do you know what? Even if they told us, we'd say, "Look, I was visited by an alien, and he told me that." He'd be like, "Cuckoo."
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Well, you go away." Right.
But I don't think that about you. Like, cuckoo.
No. Like, to be honest, I don't know what I believe. I'm always on the fence about it.
Yeah.
I just think it's impossible not to believe that there's other life out there.
Yeah, I think I've got to have more of an open mind, because it's funny that I've got this mindset about it, but I create stories for my animation that are in the year 3000.
Yeah.
So it's weird that I've got the mindset to go and create and write animations like that, but I don't believe in it. And I would watch these futuristic shows and I'll be like, oh, I like that idea. Let me twist it and make it a bit more friendly for kids. So it's weird.
Yeah, but even with things like that, you know, like George Orwell, who wrote 1984.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, at the time when he wrote it in, like, I think it was like the 50s or whatever, he basically wrote there'd be cameras everywhere. People would stop communicating. You know, we'd always be watched. He basically described what Big Brother would be.
Yeah.
He basically told the future.
Yeah.
So it's like, you writing about these things, about the future, you could potentially be telling the future. I mean, how long is it until we can float with cars and stuff?
There's things that I've written and I'm like, wow, if this happens, this would be amazing. This like be just perfect for the world and what we need.
Yeah.
What would it happen if it does happen in the future? And I'm like, oh, well, back in the day, I wrote this animation, and
you'd be getting interviewed on like whatever channel, being like, oh, he predicted this.
It's just my mind is a bit messed up.
Yeah. Oh well, everyone's mind is, isn't it? I mean, I tell you what though, it makes you good creative. If your mind ain't messed up, then you know, I don't think it's worth watching or listening to what you've done. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the musicians that are so messed up.
Yeah, but they create the best stuff.
Oh, that's my pile. Let me take one of yours. Right, my guilty pleasure of a pop song. Guilty pleasure of a pop song.
That's funny.
Right, what would my guilty pleasure be? Oh,
and you got to sing it. You got to sing it.
Everybody now, yeah.
That's not that bad though.
No, it's. I've got a bit of an affiliate.
Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I even know it.
Yeah.
That says I might have a guilty pleasure for it as well.
All right, I don't think you can beat that. I think. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's such a cool bass line.
Yeah.
And like the producer that's done everything. But I'm like, as you can probably tell from this conversation, I'm a monsters man.
Yeah.
So in the video, when they're all like, my thing was as a kid was werewolves.
Okay.
Like my dad would dress me up as a werewolf every Halloween and my dad would paint my face like so good as a werewolf every Halloween.
Yeah.
It's like, even when I was in my early 20s, I would do Halloween parties.
You were still doing
music. Yeah. In my early 20s, doing Halloween parties, and I created a persona called DJ Woofenting.
Woofenting.
So I'd be a werewolf that would go around to the houses and play the music on the deck. So
that is a class name,
DJ Woofenting. I what was the question? I forgot. Guilty pleasure of a song. Yeah. So I'm going off on a tangent again. But yeah, I think Backstreet Boys. What's it called? Everybody now. Was it called Everybody?
It must be.
No, Backstreet's Back. back, all right.
Yeah. I'm not singing. You're the singer.
But I love it because of all the video was class. It was all the monsters. It was probably my thriller.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
But the song was great. But I wasn't in the Backstreet Boys.
But it resonated with you.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure of a song.
So if you hear that when you go out, you'll be like middle of the dance floor.
Oh, mate. I'm like...
I can't wait to edit that out.
Yeah. All right, that's my guilty pleasure of a song. You'll go.
Where I pick from here? Oh, dear. If you were in a fight against Mike Tyson and had to fight him, what are you doing tactically? Running? I'm an athlete. Yeah. I'm running.
Well, what would you do though?
I think I would stick behind a jab.
Yeah.
And just try to box him, maybe get close and bite his ear.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I'll get behind the jab and just keep popping him with the jab.
Yeah.
Jab.
Move away.
And just keep my footwork as sharp as possible. Just coming off the target. Just hit him with a jab and move.
Do you think like people watching footage of Mike Tyson back in the day when they were fighting Mike Tyson, like, one, would they do that? They must have watched footage previously, like surely. But do you think they knew really the veracity of what he was?
I don't think so, because I'm saying this now, but...
Because we know everything about him, right?
Yeah, but even now, knowing all of this, I don't think I could even do that, because his footwork is so sharp as well. So, and he was always in the pocket, and he was so... Like, you can say one thing, but like he says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, don't they?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I might say all of this, I'm going to just jab and move, but he's just as quick as me when he moves. And when he puts you in the corner, how are you getting out of that?
No way.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get out of that corner when he's cornered you.
Well, you personally, this is you fighting Mike Tyson. You're a sprinter, right?
Yeah, but...
So you're not long distance in terms of time and stuff, in terms of moving around. I mean, you're like, you're still an athlete, like, compared to what I would ever be. Yeah. But what I'm saying, no, mate, but like moving around...
Yeah.
Is that something that you can keep up for
the 12 rounds? In this day and age, what with me now?
Yeah. Well, no. Let's put you up against Mike Tyson in your prime.
And him in his prime.
Yeah, and him in his prime. Like, let's say your prime of what... This is going to be confusing, but your prime of what you were as a sprinter. Yeah. 100 metres, 200 metres. Imagine that as a boxer. Yeah. And put that up against Mike Tyson. Could you go, why am I saying sorry to the mic? Could you go 12 rounds sticking behind a jab and moving?
Yeah, I was fit enough to do that. Yeah. 100%. 12 3-minute rounds with Mike Tyson, his velocity, my speed, my agility, my endurance. Yeah, I was fit. I believe I was really fit enough to do that. But I just feel like this is such a weird question because I'm a boxer. I'm an athlete. Well, I'm saying I'm a boxer now.
Yeah. But it's like, let's just say my level of what my peak is as a singer.
Yeah.
If I could morph that into a boxer.
Yeah.
It's such a weird fault. But because you're sport related and yours is fitness and you're saying you move around and you'd stick behind the jab.
Fitness wise, 100% I can go to 12 rounds. Speed wise, 100% I could get off the target. I can get off the line that he's trying to hit. 100% I can get off. Will my punches do anything to him? Probably not.
But you could just gain points.
Actually, wait.
Just gain points.
I think my punch power was probably really good at that point because of the explosiveness from being a sprinter. It's not just all your legs. Your arms have to be powerful and explosive when you're sprinting. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll win the fight, but on points...
You tap someone's nose, you get a point.
Yeah, well, I'll beat him.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'll beat him.
Fabian Collymore versus Mike Tyson in the near future. If we blow up on YouTube, then you got your shot.
I am not Logan or Jake Paul, whatever Paul's fighting him. I'm not doing that.
I'm just putting it out there. If Mike Tyson ever comes to England and we ever ever get off the ground, you're more than welcome to come here, man, and we will provide you with all the shrooms you want. We'll do anything for you. Right, so from here.
Yeah.
If you could pick one song to listen to for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's the music ones.
Let's put it over there.
Yeah, put it over there. What song would I listen to for the rest of my life?
I'm thinking for myself here. What would I answer here? It's a tough one.
It would have to be Frank Sinatra. Because Frank Sinatra to me is God.
Yeah.
Like, it's just timeless Frank. I love Frank. I want to get him tattooed on my face. But I think sort of a bit of a playlist to my life, which I sort of say in the back of my head if something goes wrong. That's life. That's what all the people say. So I'd have That's Life.
Okay.
But any song for the rest of your life, if that's the only song you got to listen to, you'd be like, oh my God. It'd be like torture. It'd be like water torture. But
we don't have to listen to it every day, I guess. Do you have to, or it's the only song you can listen to on your Spotify or Apple Music?
It would be Frank Sinatra, so it would be a Frank Sinatra song, and I think it would be That's Life. I've sort of, you know, like when people ask you what's your favourite song, I can't choose one, I can't have one, but I've got an artist that I adore, which is Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
But I adore other artists. But to me, he was my first, really. Yeah. Like, he was the guy I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The charisma. I wanted to be him, you know, like for a 14-year-old, wanting to be Frank Sinatra was just weird. That's Life. It's just a song in recent times as well. I mean, it's cut over into Joker and things like that. So have you ever seen the first Joker?
No.
The second one's terrible.
I saw the new one.
Oh, it's terrible. It's just such a letdown.
Yeah.
But it's just brilliant when the Joker's got That's Life in the background, and because for me, Batman, Frank Sinatra, like Batman's the true love of my life, and so is Frank Sinatra. So when I saw that scene of the Joker, like, you know, dancing to That's Life, I was like, oh man, this is quality. So, I think That's Life. I would listen to that every day. That's Life, and you know, That's Life. Right, here we go.
Oh, thanks. You giving me one?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
These ones that I've already.
No, this is not mine. I'm meant to be. I'm thinking these ones.
No, they're your ones. You meant to pick up from these, didn't you?
I think you've just.
Have I taken one?
I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Oh, do I have to answer this one?
What's that one, go on?
Do you believe in God? If so, what is God?
It's a bit deep.
It's very deep. I don't believe in aliens. Because I don't see them. So now this is a deep one. Do I believe in God?
Have you got a religious background?
No, there's no. Well, I grew up in. It's going to be hard, man, because my mum, my gran.
So you believe?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because they're just going to. Why are you saying that, son? They're going to go after me. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this.
What do you believe in? Do you believe in God?
I believe in taking every day as it comes.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's God to you? Like, I don't think God has to be the guy in the sky with a beard and he is a heaven. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think God can be...
to be honest, I believe there's someone that guides us through the day and through the weeks and the months and everything, but...
So you believe in sort of archangels, like, not guardian angels? Someone looking out for you?
Yeah, let me go back. I believe that my gran is looking over me and guiding me through. Yeah. When she was here, and now that she's gone, I just feel that she's the one that's guiding me through life now.
Yeah.
when there's a situation going on in life, I will just always. This is getting too deep, man.
No, it's fine.
I will think about her and answer her opinion on the situation, and then I will.
Do you feel guided by her?
Yeah, I feel guided, and I would evaluate her answer, even though it's me answering it, but I can hear her voice.
Yeah.
And I'm always honest with myself, and I answer the question. I give a yes and a no answer, like, yeah, she's right. No, she's wrong. She should say this. She should say that. It's hard to explain, but she's my guardian angel, I guess. That's what you call it.
Well, yeah. that can be, I mean, God's a strong word, but that can be your God. Can't it?
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
That can be, oh, help me out, like,
Yeah.
tell me, what do I... I mean, I believe strongly. I've had situations with spooky people that have told me stuff no one should know.
Yeah.
And conversations with them, like, I really want to get this woman on the podcast, actually.
Yeah.
And I want to get her on to talk about her experiences and the afterlife. And it's crazy because there's family members that I know that have talked to me and give me messages.
Yeah.
I've seen my granddad in a dream, just as plain as day, and I saw him in a white house.
Yeah.
Everything was white.
Yeah.
And this was before I was going to talk to this woman. Her name's Jackie. And I'll go back to Jackie in a bit. But I saw her the next day, and my granddad went, right, well, I'm coming to talk to you tomorrow, and I got some things to tell you. And he told me as clear as day as that. And I remember seeing him there, and he was sitting in a white chair in a white house. And I just walked through the door as if it was like normal. And he was just sitting there, and he was just talking to me.
Yeah.
And it was like, when you forget dreams, didn't forget that.
Yeah, I forget my dreams all the time.
Mate, well, that was clear as day. And then the next day, he told me something in that dream, which is a bit personal to me. And then Jackie told me it the next day.
Wow.
Like, he said, your granddad, she knew, she said, your granddad come see you last night, didn't he? And I was like, yeah. Now, that woman stopped me in the middle of the street, and she said, I'm not going to charge you a penny. She's like, your granddad will not leave me alone. And she described it a little bit like Whoopi Goldberg and old Patrick Swayze in Ghost, where he wouldn't leave her alone. So I went back to her house, and she told me stuff no one would know. And it was funny because one little story, I'm not going to go into it because it's personal, but one day I might, but there was a situation where my granddad was a guitarist, right?
Yeah.
And I did music after he passed away, and I inherited his guitar, and it was like a shrine in my room, and it would live in my room, and it wouldn't move from my room. It was like my corner, again, similar to with your nan.
Yeah.
I'd say, come on, granddad, give us some, there's a thing of talking to your angels, right? And I would talk to my granddad.
Yeah.
I would talk to my granddad, very similar to you, actually. And one of the first day I went to this woman, she said, oh, your granddad's a bit peed off. I went, why? She said, you put his guitar in the loft. I went, no, I haven't. I said, there's no way I would put his guitar in the loft. No way. And I thought, this woman ain't all that. I went home that day. My dad had put the guitar in the loft. He put it in the loft that day.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? Why did you do that? It's like, oh, well, it was just gathering dust. It was like, that hasn't moved for years.
Yeah.
And then I went back to her, and she just told me crazy stuff. And she told me, like, there's different planes of where you go when you pass over. It's funny because it was like, even like bad people go to heaven, but it's like a different part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's like a scale of judgment in heaven. Obviously, for those sort of people, it is.
Yeah.
I think like me and you would be all right. We'd be all right.
I hope so.
As long as there's a bar in heaven. If I go to hell, all my mates would be there anyway. But still have a laugh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to make me here again. I always seem to do this, but I think God is a personal thing.
Yeah.
If you want to go deep,
Let's not. We've got deep enough already, man.
But what if you think like, everyone come from the sky? Aliens were gods, man, and they gave us knowledge and this stuff. No,
there he goes.
Won't do it. Right, me, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pour a lovely Guinness.
Wait, so we've gone from aliens to Pokemons.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemons to aliens to God. What else are we smoking about?
Pop songs.
Fighting Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, mate, this is quality. Top 3 wrestlers of all time.
Oh, now we got wrestlers.
Oh, mate, quality. I'll tell you what.
Wrestler top 3.
I'll tell you my favourite wrestler growing up.
Yeah.
Mankind.
Oh, Mr. Socko.
Yeah, Mr. Socko. Mr. Socko was my guy.
Yeah.
I loved Mankind because he was a freak, but he was good.
Yeah.
He was class at what he done.
Yeah.
Like, you can't deny that Mick Foley was one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Yeah. Did he used to wear those like brown tights and they were like sagging?
Yeah. And he had like a belt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Across his face. And he had 4 different characters, didn't he, Mick Foley?
I know who wrote this question. 100% this is my sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 100%.
Is she a wrestling fan?
She still goes.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
No
She's
way.
over 40.
Oh, really? She loves it?
She loves it.
Oh, wow.
She takes her husband there. She's like, you're coming.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been. I find it... I don't know. I used to love it when I was a kid. I used to, again, collect all the figures.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Like young boys just playing with
I
young men, like men toys and stuff. I used to have the wrestling ring. I used to have all the figures. I had them all.
Yeah.
I loved. It was. I'll tell you who my top 3 were. Right. So I'm going on a bit of tangent again. Sorry.
Again.
Mankind. So Mick Foley in general.
Yeah.
I loved Rikishi.
I know the name, but I can't remember the face. Or
The big guy. The big Samoan guy.
We'll pull up a picture.
He did Stinky Face. He was the big
fat in the
guy.
corner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I loved him. And then third was Rey Mysterio.
You got some 3 that not many people would pick.
Yeah, because I understood Stone Cold. I loved Stone Cold.
My favourite.
Yeah, he was quite. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve.
I just like the glass, the shattering of the music.
I did love Stone Cold. He nearly made that. But out of that era, it was Mankind for me.
Okay.
Mankind was my guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, The Rock, but it's just so... Everyone loves The Rock.
Yeah.
You can't not love The Rock.
Yeah.
It's Dwayne Johnson. He's just the most likeable guy.
And what he's done after wrestling as well.
Yeah.
He's done a lot.
He's done
movies.
He's done everything, man.
He's done Moana, really.
Yeah. He's doing the live version of Moana, isn't he?
Is it?
Yeah, so he's going to do the live one.
So if it was the commercial ones, who would you pick? So Stone Cold, The Rock.
Do you know what? I liked Edge.
Okay. Was he in...
Oh, Hardy Boys as well. Hardy Boys.
You know who I used to love? The Legion of Doom.
Oh,
The ones with the spikes.
Yeah. Legion of Doom. But then you can go to like, Macho Man and all them guys.
Randy Savage.
Yeah. Do that, like Macho Man and like all that stuff. Hulk Hogan. No, but I'm sticking...
Yeah.
With what I grew up with.
Yeah.
And I used to love seeing Mankind. Whenever I was playing SmackDown or anything like that, I'd be straight to Mankind.
That's the first person you would pick?
First person, because I just used to love Socko coming out. Because I'm a weird guy, man. So I loved weirdos that were like in the light.
Proper weird.
Yeah, so it was Mankind, Rikishi, and Rey Mysterio. So that was mine. There you go. Right, there you go, man.
I'll pick. Yeah, no. That's a good 3. No. No, that's one I've answered already, isn't it?
But this one. I don't know now. I'm getting confused.
Oh, dear. Let me just try this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll do this one.
All right. Ooh. I'll do this one after.
Create your all-time England squad. All-time favourite England squad. It might be a bit biased.
Oh, that's a good question. All-time England squad. Try. Not Arsenal.
No, I won't. But I would go. Sorry, I've got to start with David Seaman. In goal. He's my favourite.
With David James.
Yeah. Why would I go David James?
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
It's the West Ham.
David Seaman. I feel like there's no real. I could go with I was gonna go Gary Neville because it's just like a basic, but no, I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm not going to Arsenal, but I just want to twist the knife in a bit here. I'm gonna go Ben White as right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to twist the knife into England.
Why did he? I wish. Whatever happened, who knows?
Yeah. Let me put this there so I can remember the question.
He was needed in that last,
Something must have like really gone on for him to just...
There's new people now though.
Yeah, but has he not been called up for this? Oh no, we're recording this now, but it's going to come out later. I don't know if he's in this new squad again.
I don't know. Maybe his mentality is
maybe
that side off.
Yeah.
He was needed, I felt, in the last cup games.
New manager is Tuchel.
Yeah.
He has no problem. He's got no affiliation to England prior to now, so he should pick him.
Yeah, I mean, what's he? Is he still doing a good job at Arsenal? I'm not. Do you know what, mate?
Yeah,
because I'm a West Ham fan at the moment. It's just hard to watch football. Yeah. I mean, it's so disappointing, but. I love football, but there's sometimes days that you think, I just can't give myself to watching us lose.
But it might be better by the time this comes out. So
yeah, I know.
People will be looking at you like, why are they playing great now? Why are you
chatting? Yeah, but we've always had a thing of, anyway, this isn't about me.
Yeah.
Go.
Ben White, right back. Julian Dix, left back.
Would you?
No, sorry. Stuart Pearce, left back.
Right.
Passion. I love it.
Julian Dix never got called up for England.
Yeah, but he's good enough to play for England.
Yeah, he was centre back. Yeah, definitely.
I think he's a left back.
Left back, sorry. Yeah.
But so I'll go Ben White. Sorry to cut you.
No, you can cut me all you want. I keep cutting you.
Stuart Pearce, left back. Tony Adams, John Terry, centre backs. Sorry, Rio. I like your ball playing, but like grit, determination. Not that you ain't got it, but these two, for me,
just
quality.
A bit more, innit?
Yeah,
that bit more extra.
Yeah. I'm playing a 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yeah, in a 6, it would be. Flip! It's hard because I'm losing out on Beckham on the right wing. I don't think Beckham would have made the right wing no matter what. Anyway,
do you leave that Lampard?
I haven't gone there yet. Lampard, Gerrard. This is the sticky one, and Scholes. Figure it out, guys.
Yeah.
Figure it out. No beef between the Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United. Just figure it out in midfield. I don't know who's playing the 6. I don't know who's playing the 8. I don't know who's playing the 10.
Do you think those players in today's game would, I feel like the squad of today's leave clubs at the door?
I think today they do.
Today is what I'm saying. Yeah. Today they leave clubs at the door. Back then they obviously didn't. Do you feel like if your John Terrys, your Lampards, your Rios, your Wayne Rooney, mate, how can you not?
Yeah, go on, carry on.
So like all them guys, if they left their clubs at the door, are we winning something?
Yeah, England's definitely winning something. Yeah, 100%. All right, so we've got those 3 in the midfield. Gerrard, Lampard and Scholes. There's no holding out of those 3, but whatever. Right wing would be Saka.
Saka, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's the best.
He is. I think he's mustered that kid.
Yeah.
I think you can't.
I think he goes ahead. I think it's because of the formation, though. He goes in ahead of Beckham. If it was a 4-4-2, Beckham probably would go because of the striker that I'm going to put. So yeah, it goes. I just said something about the striker I'm going to put. I don't know if I'm going to put them now because of my hero.
Go on.
Okay, all right, I'm going off. This is difficult.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
I don't know.
All right, Saka left, right wing. Striker, I would love to put Ian Wright, but I'm not because he's my idol.
Kane?
No, it's definitely not Kane. It's going to be Shearer.
Of course it is.
Yeah, Alan Shearer. Even though he doesn't hold a record for the top goal scorer for England, but I think Shearer was a class striker. People say that Kane is more like deadly, but I like Shearer, man.
Yeah, Shearer.
And then left wing. In this formation, I don't think we've had anyone on the left wing that's an out strong candidate.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We went off then. Yeah, no, we haven't.
Bowen.
Yeah. Bowen's on fire. I hope he gets called up again. Like, he needs to.
Bowen.
You know.
Yeah.
Did you put Rice in that team?
Nope.
I think Rice is
He's the future captain
of England.
He's definitely the future captain, but when you've got people like Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes,
it's so hard.
Yeah, it's difficult, that midfield.
The talent we've had
to not win anything.
Oh, just out of this country alone, the talent that we have had, is second to none.
Yeah.
How have we not won anything since 1966?
That's insane.
Wow. Anyway, there you go. That's
And
Fabian's.
I would be the manager.
Oh no! Wait! Who would manage that team?
Me?
No, wait. Out of the England managers that have been, I can tell you who I'd have. Who would you have? Tell you mine?
Yeah, tell
Bobby
me.
Robson.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Oh.
Bobby Robson in charge of them boys would get saying, "Oh, what about Gaza? You didn't even say Gaza, man. Gaza, come on."
This is hard, you know. Like just.
It's too much talent.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's
of talent.
too much. You can't. There's no way you
Okay.
can pick all that.
Out of my team, if you could take one player out and put another player in, who would it be?
Oh, I don't know.
It's probably going to be Ben White.
Yeah.
Put three at the back.
So who did you say in Gaza's position?
It was Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes. One of the three. Because one of them, Gaza played in the 10, right? In behind the striker.
Oh, you can't touch any of them, but you should touch one of them. Who's the three out of that? Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. Who's the weak link? There isn't a weak link. Lampard, because big fat Frank. There you go. I'm
You
taking
taking
out
him out?
Lampard and I'm putting in Gaza.
Wow.
Just going to do it because of West Ham.
And but he played for West Ham.
Yeah, I know, but we hate him.
Why? Because he left and went to Chelsea.
He just gave his old, there you go, see you later. But listen, whatever, I'm not of that time. All right, one more.
All right,
it's
come on.
me. And then we'll give your ears a rest. If you could have done something different in your life to guide you down a different path, what would it be and why? Bit deep.
What was that? Say that again.
If I could have done something different in my life to guide me down a different path, what would it be and why? Hindsight's a powerful thing. And I think you can get lost in that a little bit. And you can think, what if, big time. There's things I can't really talk about on air that I would have told myself not to do. Not to be such an idiot for. But I think one of the biggest things in my life, like I thought about this the other day actually, and I gave so much to my music that now with Georgie having a baby, I'm having a little girl
I realised the other day on when this is going to be out, I kept saying son.
Yeah. That's why I said son.
Yeah.
When you had that question to me.
Yeah. But I sort of like, I regret thinking so hard into a career as opposed to thinking about enjoying time. And I enjoyed time with my wife and things like that, but I just wish I'd have, been present more. And she tells me I'm an idiot for this, but I wish I hadn't have, been such a fool on nights out and coming in early hours and things like that. And just because now we're not going to have time together, right?
Yeah.
We are,
Yeah.
but there'll be another person. And a lot of people that I talk to, like, the love goes into that baby. And like, I love my wife dearly. So I wish that I could do all that all over again and just do more things with George and do that time over. But, like, she tells me I'm an idiot, and I probably am. I'm one of them. I me. I just think too hard.
Yeah.
And she's never thought this. But I just wish I was more, I would tell myself, be more present in your relationship.
Yeah.
Don't get too overhyped about your career and, I've got to do this, got to do that. This is the be all and end all. What will be at the end of the day. But yeah, I guess that pretty deep. But there you go.
We are ringing the bell.
Here we go. Right, the Champ Contender.
Over.
The bar is now closed. We are over and out.
Peace, guys. That was deep, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. That was a bit deep at the end.
The whole.
I love my wife. Right, see you later, guys. Champ Contender Podcast over and out. See you soon. Bye bye.
Peace.